This is the video review for Transformers Marvel Crossovers Wolverine. This is the newer one that is a black and yellow costume instead of the traditional blue and gold. Now, my camera isn't making this show up very well, but this yellow is actually a pretty decent yellow. I'm just in bad lighting right now, and the light is just a tad too bright. But this isn't just a pale yellow. It's a complete yellow. It's not gold. So, I saw him at one Target today, and I went to two other Targets, a Kroger's and a Myers today. None of them had anything other than all of them had Marvel crossovers, but none of them had this or his wave mate, the Spider-Man one. So I got lucky. I hope to pick up my first Spider-Man use of the mold for that darker colored one if I can find it. It'll eventually reach my local Targets, because the one I went to was actually a little out of the way, because we had to go to a store out there. To tell you the truth, it was the honey baked ham store. One of my relatives needed to pick up a ham, so there was a Target out there, and I just happened to find it. So did Wolverine. Better colors of this mold. One, because, my dad can't stand the original use of the mold because it looks like Michigan, he said. And no offense to Michigan fans, but he's like the biggest Ohio State fan in the world. So, back actually onto Wolverine. Very nice figure. I've always loved this mold, and what really reminds me of this mold is actually the Captain America mold. When I first saw pictures of the Captain America mold, I thought it was a heavy repaint of this, but it isn't, because it sits down lower, and it just resembles it. It's not nearly, it just resembles some things in the transformation, just resembles it a little bit. But very cool. If you look in her here, you can only see the X, and you see his legs, but not really robotic. So, transforming, what you want to do. Since I had a review of the first one on my older account, I don't have that review anymore. I deleted it off my computer because it was so old. Sorry. If I find it, I'm going to be searching for it tomorrow. If I can, I'll review it. Comparison for it. So you want to put the wheels down. You want to fold these knee pads down. Now, come down here, straighten out the legs, twist the waist around, peg it in, and twist it around, fold out these, and then there's his legs. Now, let me look at it. Let's go up here. What you want to do up here, you want to have these pushed in, wheels, and push them up. And you want to come over here. Oh, lift these panels up. And this panel up, these panels up. Fold this yellow bit down. Now fold the arms down and around. Unpeg it from here. Fold it down, straighten it out. Then I like to bend it at it's double jointed. It bends down here and up here. So I like to have it at the bottom joint because it doesn't look good from up in the top joint. Do the exact same thing with this one. Fold those bits that they were connected to. You fold them in. Now let me just raise this up just a tad. Just pull that up. His head will pop up. Snap it in place. Fold these bits down. Come down here, fold that around, and you want to peg that in there. So I'm done. You want to fold that down, and there. Let me move it back. So there we have Transformers Marvel Crossovers Wolverine. the new costume one. Oh, one other thing. You want to fold these wheels back. I forgot about that. So here you are. He does have the same feature as the first one. See that this button here, if you press it, the blades pop out. Very cool. These colors are actually, I like them a lot better than the ones on the first Wolverine, but I mean, I love this Wolverine mold altogether, and I can't wait for the new Marvel crossovers they announced at Comic-Con and I saw pictures for. I can't wait for them. I hope they aren't going to be as hard to find as these, because they release Marvel crossovers so differently that it looks like they're actually a dead line before they finally release two more, and then two more, and then two more. Like Wave 1 was 4 of them, which they got in there because they were the first of the series. Now you see Wave 2 and 3, and sometimes even Wave 1, shelf forming so they don't get any new shipments. So these would be actually pretty hard to come by. I wouldn't be surprised if a few stores around my area started clearancing them, but then they re-got them once they reordered them once they cleared up the shelves. I hope they do that. And my next Marvel crossover purchase will be the Iron Man Spider-Man 2-pack, which was actually first officially sighted today at Toys R Us in Utah. But the problem is it was $38, and Target's website has on the Find It in the Store feature, which means if they have it in the back or on the shelf, if it's in that store, it'll say available, but every single one I believe in the country right now probably says out of stock. So, I'll wait until that, because it's $30. They're $29.99. So I'll wait till Target gets it. But very cool figure. Totally worth the extra $17 to buy him again. 16 or 17, whatever it was. Very cool. Like I said, expect more Marvel crossover reviews. The only real Transformers, like I've said before, I don't collect are Star Wars Transformers because they suck. That's just my opinion. No opinions needed. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry. No comment opinions needed, because I hate comment opinions. I'm sorry, but there you have him. Same exact articulation, so everyone's seen a review for this Wolverine mold, but I'll go over it anyway. Arms can rotate 360 degrees. They can go 360 degrees at the elbow, and you can go 360 degrees this way. His head can rotate about 180, maybe 260, but it's very difficult. Waist can rotate 360 due to the transformation. Legs can go forward and back, side to side, bend at the knee, and then bend, if you have this wheel separated, it can bend down at the lower ankle. So there's his articulation. So really that's it for Wolverine. So there you have him, Transformers Marvel crossovers Wolverine, the newer yellow and brown costume version.